Hey guys, so just a real quick update. I don't know if you saw my bulletin or not. Friday I was admitted to the hospital. My blood pressure shot up to 155/91, and my first blood pressure while I was there was actually 179/90. So they they admitted me. And there was a trace of protein in my urine. And they just admitted me. And so basically, let me just tell you the story of what happened and try and go through it as best as I can. Chris and I were at one of the 24-hour Walmarts with my brother, and every time I see one of those machines, I always check my blood pressure, just kind of to check everything out. And I was feeling fine. And then I sat down and it was 155/91. I was like, what? That's pretty high. Both of them have never been over. I've never had my dystolic over 85 or my systolic over 145. So I knew that wasn't good. So we redid it 3 times, and it was averaging all about 150/90. So I called labor and delivery, and they said, it's hard to say, you need to come in. So of course we come home. I eat really quick because I figure they won't let me eat for a while. And we get there, and I was feeling fine. I walked up, and I told them, no wheelchair, I'll just walk up. And I walked up, and they were expecting me, and they're like, why were you at Walmart at like midnight? Like it's some strange thing to do. I don't know. And so yeah, I did, like I said, the BP was 179/90, and then it went down to like 165/90. And it was slowly going down a little bit, but it never went below 155/85, I think. So they took me over to the laboring rooms, and it was a little hectic. They took a clean catch of urine through a catheter. They put an IV in me. They gave me labetalol, I think it's called. It's labetalol. It's my to lower my blood pressure. And they also started giving me the steroids for the baby's lungs. And I was a little freaking out, like, oh my God, are they gonna induce me? Like, I was really scared. And the shot for the baby's lungs burned like hell. And they put the IV in just in case they need to give me IV meds, which they didn't have to. I just had fluids. They also started me on a 24-hour urinalysis, put the baby on the monitor, and put me on the blood pressure monitor. And the blood pressure meds helped, but the first night I was just kind of like, I was freaking out and shaking, so my blood pressure was kind of still a little weird, but finally it settled down. And yeah, I had to pee in that thing for 24 hours. Trying to think of what else. Oh, and I was having contractions. I was actually having some pretty, I guess, mild. I mean, I felt them, and a few of them were like, whoa. And I was having them, and the nurses would be like, did you feel anything right now? I'd be like, yeah, I had a contraction. They're like, yep, you sure did. And for a while, I was having them about 4 or 5 minutes apart. And a few of them, they were all about that 25 on the, I don't know if you've ever seen a monitor, but the monitors are 25, 50, 75, 100. So they were all about 50. And some of them were like a little bit over 50. They checked me in the morning, and I wasn't even a centimeter dilated. She said there's a little dimple there, and it's softening out. After she checked me, I was spotting a little bit, which is normal. They did the swab test to check for preterm labor. That was negative. And all of my blood work came back good. My kidneys looked good. My liver enzymes look good. So no HELLP syndrome, HELLP. My platelets look really good. My hemoglobin was low, which I know I'm anemic. And yeah, when they did the clean catch urine, there was no protein in my urine. So that's why they did the 24-hour to kind of get a baseline. And the doctor came in. Excuse me. The doctor came in at 8 o'clock in the morning, after my first night, and he was just discussing preeclampsia and whatever, and if my 24-hour comes back like this, and then we're going to weigh the risks and the benefits of being pregnant, and whether it's better if they induce or not, and so that my second day was just spent pretty much sitting around doing nothing. They monitored me like 20 minutes every 3 hours. They monitored the baby. She was fine. My blood pressure was always really good. With the meds, it was like 130/65 or 75. Nothing high. And that was pretty much it for the second day. It was a long day. Okay, and then this morning, after, they gave me another shot of the steroids. They have to give me 2, and then they continued to give me my labetalol. And this morning, the nurse finally came in around 8, I think, a little after 8. And she put me on the monitor, or she checked my blood pressure, I ate breakfast, and she put me on the monitor. Baby was doing totally fine. And blood pressure was 131/67, I think. And they were waiting on my urinalysis test. Excuse me. It was finished at 3 a.m., and they didn't get the results till about, 10:30, just because there wasn't a stat put on it. And that came back elevated. What they look for is it to be 300, and mine was 5 something. When I did my first urinalysis at 26 weeks, it was 420. So it hasn't elevated that much, but just the fact that there's a rise in my blood pressure and that I am spilling protein. They have diagnosed me with mild preeclampsia. And I start going to the doctor twice a week now. Excuse me. I'm on strict bed rest. I'm on a low sodium diet. I start NST testing at the doctor this week. I have to call them tomorrow morning to make sure I can get in tomorrow. And that's it. It was pretty scary. I was really nervous, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm not even 34 weeks, and a baby could be born. Can we give her a couple weeks, please? Which is the plan. They want me to go 3 more weeks, is what they're shooting for. As long as I'm stable, there shouldn't be any problem. Doctor came in and was just like, we think you're stable, and it's mild, and I want to put you on bed rest, and take your medicine, and go to the doctor. It totally sucks that I have preeclampsia, but it's managed, and I'm being watched, and the baby's being watched, and I'm gonna have this baby by, at the latest, April 20th. So we have a lot of getting ready to do, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. yeah, great. Okay, guys, I'll let you know if anything else comes up, and I'll keep you updated. So there's definitely going to be a baby in my near future. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.